I know that as we go through this part of the presentation, whether you're watching us live or you're here in person, that it's hard to argue with the logic of what we just talked about. People are already traveling, spending, folks, $8.3 trillion in 2017. They're already doing it. Everybody you know is going to do, chances are, almost everyone you know, high percentage, way over 90%, are going to spend a night or two at least in a hotel this year. Whether it's for a wedding, a funeral, a graduation, and they're going to save money through the vortex for free. But you may be sitting there kind of like I have been at times in my life. Scott, I just don't have the $4.99. I mean, I'll get it over time. I like what I see. I want to get started now. How can I do that? Well, here's what we can do. You can start today at $199. You get the vortex, the risk-free guarantee, 3 and free, the money-making opportunity of making money in travel. We can get you started. You can always upgrade to get all the benefits at a later time. And that's what we do. That really is, if you came looking for what is this all about, we just told you what it's all about. Have I shown you how to increase your income? Yes. I mean, in a way that doesn't require you to really, like I said, you don't have to go out and knock people down. You don't have to drag them into a meeting. You don't have to kidnap them. You don't have to do any of those kind of things. See, I don't know of any other way. I don't, Chris. I don't know of any other way that you can go out on something people are already buying, show them how to save money on the very same thing they were buying at the very same time they were going to go, and be compensated in the process. That's what we do at Surge 365. I think we've covered that first part, which is increase your income. Anybody interested in seeing how to increase your wealth? Yes. Now, you can increase your wealth by increasing your income over time. You invest that money, and over time you can do it. Okay? But you may be kind of, if you're my age, it's like, I don't have time working for me. I need to make up for lost time. As one of our directors says, I need to make up for a lifetime of retirement mistakes. If you find yourself there, then there's a way that you can increase your wealth very quickly as compared to what it traditionally takes. And to really cover that and talk about how that works, I'm going to bring up my partner. He's a co-founder of the company, and absolutely one of the best trainers, but not just one of the best trainers. His understanding of business and how to leverage opportunities to increase your net worth is unsurpassed in this industry. And please help me welcome up Dr. Chris Cockley.
Well, give Scott a hand. Did he do a great job? I mean, what Scott showed you just absolutely makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, that's an opportunity for you to have a business for less than the cost of a cell phone that you can make money without having to recruit people or sell anything. Wow. Think about that. All you got to do is let people know that when they're looking to travel, 8 out of 10 times your site's going to be cheaper. So will you at least take a look and give us a chance to compete for your business? That's good. That's good. I mean, if you just say that 10 times a month and share the opportunity, you can explode and make money. And if you don't, you can sell the whole thing back and get all your money back. Like, that's a no-brainer, right? But you know, he brought me up because I'm going to talk to you about what got me excited. See, the most incredible thing about this is that the founders of this company, we're not some corporate guys that don't understand what it takes to build a business. We were sitting in the seat you're sitting in today. And we got excited about different things. See, I was 19 when I first took a look at this industry. I didn't understand a whole lot about nothing. Now, you can't tell most 19-year-olds that now, and they think they know everything. But I clearly knew I knew nothing. Let me tell you why I knew. Because I had nothing. And somebody that knows something might have something. I had no money, no house, no car, no wife, no kids, no checking account. I ain't had nothing. Which clearly meant I must not know. There it is. See, some of y'all argue with these kids. Just tell them to tell you what they got. And when they're done, you realize they have nothing. Right? But now let me talk to a guest. You're a guest, right?
No,
I'm in here. Oh, he said, don't mess with my money. I'm going to come way over here. Who's a guest? And brand new. Okay, you're brand new. Your name? Eric. Eric, who invited you?
My sister Cindy.
And it all lead to Mr. Nicholson, right? Now, he did the introduction today. Didn't he do pretty good? Yeah. That's all he did. But how much of explaining the business opportunity did he do?
A lot.
He didn't do anything. Scott did it.
Oh, yeah, Scott.
After he introduced Scott, he sat down over there smiling. Look, and thumbs up. Can you do, over the course of the next week, the same thing Nick Nicholson did today? Could you introduce Scott to 10 people and then smile and do thumbs up?
I think I could.
You think you could get that, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty simple. We could train right now and do like this. He is a natural. He's a natural. See, guys, if you could introduce people to the opportunity and let Scott or one of our regional or national builders or directors do all the explaining, let me ask you a question. Out of 10 people, how many do you think would be interested? Eric, how many do you think of 10 people you know that you introduced to Scott and Scott explained what he explained would be interested?
Like 8 or 9 out of 10.
8 or 9 out of 10. See, guys, because it just makes sense, right? That 8 or 9 out of 10 would be interested. And all he had to do was introduce Scott, smile, and do the thumbs up every now and then. It's awesome, right? Told you it was going to be good. Man, that guy's great, right? Let me show you what happens, Eric, if just what you said is true. See, we have what you call a fast start bonus. If 3 out of the 10 like what they saw and got interested as platinum members, you'd get a $150 fast start bonus. Yeah. You'd also make $30 for each one of them that decided to get started. That's a total of $240. If 3 out of the 10 said they liked it. Yeah. That's it. Now, to buy a business like Scott talked about, he said it was $4.99. And if 3 liked it, you get $240. Now, I don't know about you, but you take the $240 from if they like it, you take the $4.99, you paid for it, you now only paid $260 for your business. Isn't that incredible? Yeah. Yeah. But he said 8 or 9. Well, let's assume 4 more and we'll say 7 out of 10 liked it. You'll also get a $1,000 quick start bonus. Plus $50 for each person that got started. That means in your first 30 days, you shared this business with 10 people. 7 said they liked it and got started. You made $1,440. You spent $500 to buy that business, but because you decided to also build a network and shared it with 10 people, you had an opportunity to make $1,440. That means you made a $950 profit in your first 30 days. I mean, that's a no-brainer, isn't it? See, there's no way. Now, some of you, I know, but Chris, you know, Scott said it, you know, I mean, I just don't happen to have $4.99. Really? If you could make $1,440 back, how many of you could figure out how to come up with $4.99? Yeah, the same way you come up with money for everything else you want. 3 piles. Pay now. This is our bill system. Pay later. Hope these go away. A month later, the hope go away becomes the pay now. The other bills become the pay later. And you have a new batch of hope these go away. Isn't that how we all manage our finances when things are tight? So all of a sudden you get that $4.99 and a month later you got $1,440 and all of a sudden you could pay the ones now, pay the ones later, and pay the ones you hoped went away. Guys, you can't beat that system. And all you had to do was say, here's Scott. Nick did that really good. Guys, it's that simple. But now, let's talk about what you can continue to build if you build a network. See, when something just makes sense, you know what we found? We found that people share it. See, you share it. If you take a trip like Scott talked about and you go to Las Vegas and you save $900 before the plane land, you're going to tell somebody. You can't help but tell somebody. People are going to share their savings. They're going to share their earnings. And when you share stuff that makes sense, other people will what? They're going to listen and do it. They're going to say, how can I get a business where I can travel for little to nothing or even free on points? How did you get that? And now they're asking you instead of you having to ask them. Doesn't that sound really, that's the way it works. Well, guess what? Look what happens if that network starts to grow. Every multiple of 7 people that come into your network, you make a $1,000 bonus. Wow. That's every, listen to me, to infinity. That means you get 70, and then you get 70, you get, and now there's people joining and so far away in other states and other countries, I don't even know them. I'm just looking in my back office and it goes 7,000, 7, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 7, 1,000. See some of you going, oh, it can't be that easy. What if it is? Are you going to find out or are you just going to doubt it? I mean, you already made $950 profit getting started, so it cost you nothing. Yeah. And because 3 people got started, Scott said 3, yours is free, so you don't even pay a monthly. So you got a free business. You think you might want to see if every 7 is 1,000? Yeah. See, I don't know about you. I'd be up all night staring at my back off. They'd be like, are you going to go to sleep? No. I'm 2 away from another 1,000. I don't know where they're coming from. That'd be like my whole thing. I take breaks for bathroom and food. The rest of the time, I'm just looking at the computer. Come on, go, baby, go. Look at this. When you get to a multiple of 100, you qualify for that $10,000 bonus. And as Scott said, we were reps in the seat just like you were. I remember when I got my first $10,000 bonus. I was a nervous wreck because I said, this has got to be a mistake. There's no way they just sent me $10,000. So I went to the bank. I stood in line like everybody else. And when I got to the front, I put that $10,000 check and they said, what did you like to do with it, Mr. Cockley? I said, cash it. I wasn't going to put it in the account, and if it was a mistake, they'd take it back out. If they were getting this back, they were going to have to get it back out of my cold, dead body. You understand? Because I was taking it with me. And they said, well, to cash a check this big, Mr. Cockley, you're going to have to come in the back. And I said, where's the back? I didn't know y'all had a back. I've been banking here for a year, and they never seen the back. I thought this line was the only thing we had. They opened one of them doors and took me in the back in a nicely furnished room with couches and danishes and coffee. And they said, wait here, we'll be back. And I'm going, man, they treat people with $10,000 a whole lot different than the rest of them. And I mean, I paid my bank fees like everybody else at this point. So I proceeded to see how many danishes I could eat. Get some of my fee money back. And then they came in the room with $10,000 cash and said, take your time, Mr. Cockley, you can count it in here in privacy. And I said, I sure will. And I counted all 10,000. And then I started thinking like most of us do who come from questionable neighborhoods. Somebody might be waiting outside to take my money. So then I began to shove the money into every place I could on my body. I had money stashed in my belt and in my pockets and in my underwear. I put that 10 grand everywhere I could, and then I came out the room and said, thank you very much. And I start walking out the bank just like this. I must have got home and counted it again 50 more times. How many of you do that when you got more money than you think you should have? You keep counting it like it's going to change. Multiple of 100 to infinity, and you make a $10,000 bonus. When you earn a $10,000 bonus, when you add up how many $1,000 bonuses you made along the way, your total compensation is $26,000. But see, one day the founders were sitting around talking about people who really want to do something big. People who might find themselves in a situation where just making money slow won't do it. There's people out there right now who are in danger of losing their homes to foreclosure, or having their cars repossessed, or their kids kicked out of school because they don't have the tuition, or trying to send 2 or 3 kids to college at the same time. And we said to ourselves, what can we do to help those type of people in those type of situations? And so we came up with, for a limited time, that if you earn the $10,000 bonus in 100 days, if you get 100 people in 100 days, we'll give you an extra $25,000 bonus. That's a total of $51,000 in 100 days. See, you don't understand. Let me put my financial analyst hat on. 95% of Americans don't make $50,000 a year. The median income of a family of 4 with 2 working adults is 50-something thousand in America. We're talking about one of you in 100 days. Tell me where else can you go? Sit in a meeting. Person who brought you down didn't even do nothing, but sit there going like this. And in 100 days, you can make $50,000. Wow. See, not only should you be thinking about getting started, you should be thinking about 100 people in 100 days. Because if they're going to put it on the table, see, I don't know, well, maybe you don't think like me. I'll let you in on my insight. Whatever they're offering, I'm taking it. Anybody else think that way? See, I grew up in a disadvantaged neighborhood. My mother told me, if you see something for free, you take it and get some for your brothers and sisters. Anybody else was told that rule? Don't come home with just some for you, because if you do, I'm going to split it up between your brothers and sisters. So I made sure if it was free, if I saw a free sandwich, I got 4 of them. So I ain't have to share mine. So if they're giving away $1,000 bonuses, right? It just makes sense. And then for those of you that are in the network marketing industry, you're looking for keywords that tells you whether this is the right type of business opportunity to be involved in. Here's your keywords. Yes, you get paid team builder for every person that gets started. Yes, we have 100% check match on anybody you sponsor. Yes, we have residual income from $2 to $6. Yes, you can get 1,000 to infinity. Yes, we have generational overrides through infinity. Yes, we have guaranteed income, $500 monthly guaranteed income. These are all different ways you can make money. You hear people all the time say, if you truly want to be successful, you got to have multiple streams of income. We got multiple streams within one business opportunity. You don't have to go find a bunch of things to do. Do one right, and you should have money coming from multiple areas.
That's right. That's right.
Now I'm going to talk to you about the absolute, that wasn't me, was it? Okay, make sure I ain't making noises. Now I'm going to talk to you about the absolute most incredible leadership reward program in the industry. See, once you figure out how to be successful, we'll continue to pay and reward you to teach that to others. And a lot of companies talk about this, but very few really have it.
That's right. That's true. Very true.
See, this is the part that excites me the most. Because, guys, I wish I could walk around in this crowd and put my hand on your shoulder and let you see what happened in my life. I'm the youngest of 4 kids to a single parent mom who worked her way off welfare to become a nurse and then worked double shifts as a nurse, 16-hour days. and then would go sit with someone elderly in private duty nursing over the weekend to raise 4 kids. It was 5 of us in a 2-bedroom apartment with 1 bathroom. I hear people talk about their childhood where I had my own room and I put up pictures of Michael Jackson and all this stuff on my wall. You know, my mother had a bedroom, my 2 sisters shared a bedroom, and me and my brother shared a pull-out couch. And we wasn't allowed to put posters in the living room. I hear people say, yeah, when I was growing up, I had my own phone. No, we lived in the living room. We had the house phone. And every time you picked it up, my mother picked up the other end and said, get off this phone. So we had no phone. Some of you got to sleep late. We had to hurry up and put the living room back together before anybody came over. And today, because I sat at a meeting and said yes, didn't even understand what they were talking about, but I wanted to win so bad, I was willing to try anything legal and moral.
That's what it takes.
And now today it's me and my wife. And we live in a 6,000 square foot house that has 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms.
Come on.
See, I went from 5 people in 1 bathroom to 2 people in 6 bathrooms. We got a movie theater. I remember standing outside the movie theater begging for money, and it was only 99 cents so I could get in and watch a movie. Now I got a whole movie theater upstairs in my house. I remember paying to join a gym. I got a gym in my house. There's 2 of us, but we got a 4-car garage full and an extra car that don't have nowhere to sleep. All because I said yes in a meeting. So while some of you feeling skeptical and all that other kind of stuff, cut it out. The price is less than a cell phone. What can you really lose? If the whole thing a lie, you lost $499. Most of you can't even tell where the last $499 went. Probably the last 3 times you went out to dinner. You know where that went, right? Straight to crap. But look at what happens if it does work. See, the first level of leadership is a level 1 director. A level 1 director gets a $1,000 monthly bonus. You got your director jacket? Can you put it on in supermodel for me for a minute? And they also get the level 1 director blazer.
All right.
We've got a level 1 director with us today, Sharonica Roberts-Jack. Strong J. Do that walk. Model that jacket. You better work. That's level 1 director. That's a $1,000 a month bonus. That's $12,000 a year. Some of you going, well, Chris, that's not that much money. Really? On Monday, go to your job and ask for a $12,000 raise. Yeah. And after you pack your box full of stuff and they take your security key, you come back and join us and become a level 1 director. See, and then if you help 2 or 3 people become level 1, you get promoted to level 2. A level 2 director doubles their bonus to $2,000 a month. That's a $24,000 a year bonus, but you also get to use a corporate car. And you get to pick between the Dodge Charger and the Dodge Challenger. And see, I'll help you with how to pick this. If you like your family, then pick the Charger because it's got 4 doors and you can fit everybody. If you don't really like them, pick the Challenger. And every time you get ready to leave the house, go, I want you to go, it's just no room. And you drive off. But we pay for the car, we pay for the insurance, we give you $2,000 a month that you can use for gas, and you drive away. See, some of you go, well, what's significant about that? It's because no other company does it that way. Right now, if you go to some of these companies that say you can win a car, if you win, you got to go down to the dealership and qualify on your credit for the car. And then you've got to hit a quota every month, and they'll give you the amount of the car payment. And if you miss the quota, they won't give you the payment, and now you got to pay for the car yourself. And if you can't pay for the car, who show up? Repo man, come take the car. And now what was supposed to be recognition and a reward just became a penalty. And most people, if you were broke when you showed up, can you afford to qualify for a leasing of a car? No, because credit takes longer to catch up than money. Here, you don't even have to apply for nothing. You qualify and we give you the key and we bring it right outside. Right? Charles, we brought your car right here to right? All you had to do was come up here, smile, get the keys, and walk out. It's out there right now. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all playing around with this. Oh, you just trying to trick us by giving him a car. Really? That's what you think? Just to get $4.99, we bought a whole car? Level 3 director, you help 3 people get to level 2, you'll go to level 3. See, now at level 3, you don't have to drive our corporate car anymore. You get to pick between a Mercedes CLA 45, BMW 428i, or Jaguar XF, and you also increase your monthly bonus to $4,000 a month. That's $48,000 a year. Bonus. Bonus. Which car are you going to get? You like that BMW? How about you, Eric? Which car would you pick?
I would go for the Jaguar.
Classy, right? Yeah, go for the Jaguar. See, I suggest you go to the dealer right now when you leave here and test drive it so that you're sure which one you want to get. Go test drive it. And then you got $4,000 a month. Hey, help 3 people get to level 3. See, this is reward for helping people. And you become level 4, and now you get a presidential Rolex. See, guys, cars are great when people see you in the parking lot. But if you're already in the building, nobody knows what you drive. What tells people that you're successful, and maybe they should listen to what you have to say? I'm going to teach you something real quick. When you wear a Rolex, you learn to do things differently. Like you do this a lot. And when people ask for directions, you go, take a right, then turn left. You notice that? And you can tell when it's real because all the way in the back row, can you see it? Yeah, you can see it across town. It's a daggum car on your wrist. It's classy and it means success, which is why just about everybody successful owns at least one. Most own a collection. But see, we don't want you to spend your money on this type of stuff. Save and invest your money to build a legacy for your children's children. Let us buy you the toys. Does that not make sense? I get compliments on this Rolex all over the world. Guess who bought this Rolex? Scott. You see? If Scott's going to buy you a Rolex, what are you waiting for? If Scott's going to let you pick a car, what are you waiting for? I would be filling out a whole list of stuff Scott going to buy me. Scott going to buy me. Are you serious? And you save and invest your money. And now at level 4, your monthly bonus goes to $8,000 a month. You're just shy of $100,000 a year bonus. Bonus means extra. Help 3 people become level 4, you become level 5. Now this is where you pick out your wife's car. You get to drive the little one we just talked about. If you don't believe me, wait till you win and see how this works. You think you're about to pick out yours, and then she'll take the keys and you'll be still driving the Jaguar. But at level 5, you get to pick a Lamborghini Huracan or a Ferrari Portofino or a 2 or 4-door Bentley. And your monthly bonus goes to $12,000 a month, $140,000+ a year bonus. Now tell me, which car would you pick? You'll just take the Bentley, that's fine. No big deal. $240,000, just give me that one. 2-door or 4-door? 4-door. He likes to take his family with him. Eric, which one would you pick?
Just like any other young folk, Lamborghini.
That's right. Eric said just like everybody his age, he's going for the Lamborghini. And he doesn't care that he can't fit nothing else in there with him because he's not taking them anyway. Now, I do have some advice for you on this one. You must go and test drive or at least sit in these cars because they are uniquely different than anything in the world. I remember the day that me and Coach and Scott went to the dealership to pick out my car. And I, not as young as you, but still young at heart, ran straight to the Lamborghini. And I climbed in it, man, and I looked good. I started having visions of pulling up to the restaurant and hitting the door, and the door goes up, and everybody's going, who is that? Until I tried to get out. The Lamborghini has a lip about this high, and if you can't lift your leg high enough to get over there, you can't get out. And all of a sudden I panicked because I was stuck in a Lamborghini. So I had to do the only thing that made sense to me. I fell out sideways and started kicking my feet until I slid out on the floor and got up real quick and wiped off so nobody could see me. And I said, that's not going to look good in front of the restaurant. See, not everybody can fit in a Lamborghini. You can probably fit, Eric. Chris, no fit. Broke my heart. So I strolled over to the 2-door Bentley and bought that one. And I'm okay. Love the Bentley. Would have loved to have the Lamborghini, but I would have had to stay in it at all times. Until I got home where nobody saw me dive on the ground. So go test drive it, because some of y'all my size is sitting there thinking you're going to Lamborghini. I'm not going to tell you you can't fit. I'm telling you, go see for yourself so that you make the right choice. Hey, you help 3 people become level 5 and have Bentleys and Lamborghinis, you become a level 6 director, you get $1 million bonus. $1 million bonus. Guys, this company makes sure that your reward never becomes a penalty. See, you get $1 million bonus, the tax man's going to be looking. So what we do is we give you $500,000 up front as soon as you qualify. And then at the end of the year, we give you $500,000 more. So when the tax man comes at the end of the year, you've got $500,000 more to pay your taxes.
Good deal. Good deal.
See, we make sure, this is not just giving you recognition. We do it the right way so that you never get penalized for the recognition you get. You help 3 people become level 6, you become level 7, and now you get to pick some additional toys. So you get to choose between a vacation home, a yacht, or $1 million motor coach.
Wow.
Whatever's your flavor, you get to pick one. Here's the thing that I want you to know about what I'm saying. Every single level that I've just described has been hit with the founders of this company. This is not theory. Someone has hit every single level I'm explaining. And I don't know about you, but if you show me one person that's done it, then I can what? See, that's the world I come from. That's what my mother taught me. If one person can do it, you can do it. Especially when the prerequisite is, oh, I would be practicing this all day. That's all I got to do? I don't have to be 6'5" with a crazy jump shot and be able to, I don't have to be 240 pounds and run a 440 something 40-yard dash. I don't know what that is. I don't got to be all of those things with all those special talents and ability. I just got to be able to smile and do this as good as the next person? Man, you got to be kidding me. And they gave somebody all of this crap? They better start shopping. See, that's what I start thinking. They better start shopping. You need to line mine up. I hope they got some money saved. You become a level 8 director, you get a $100,000 a month bonus, guaranteed for a minimum of 10 years. And someone hit that too. None of this is theory. Every position's been hit by someone. And if someone can do it, so can you. So when you look at what we just proposed, guys, it's pretty simple. We just proposed to you the perfect business opportunity. Perfect, because look what you have. You have a business that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can make money while you sleep. While you sleep, somebody's on your site booking, and when they save, you earn. You got a proven system of success. Every level I just discussed, somebody hit. And you've got the flexibility of being your own boss. You got the technology of mobile apps and mobile coaching. You got unlimited income potential. I just showed you a $100,000 a month bonus. Are you kidding? That's a bonus. That's on the side. That's extra. Multiple streams of income within one opportunity. No experience required. You just saw my training class. Smile. Do this. Eric, do it. Look how good he is. You got business expense tracking to make sure you stay on top of your taxes and your expenses. And you got self-development workshops so you can become a better leader, because the better leader you are, the more people to follow, the more people to follow, the more you make. Does that make sense? You know what it costs to manage your business? $20 a month. For all this technology and all these different things, it's $20 a month. And you go, wow, Chris, $20 a month, and didn't Scott say, see? Yeah, but you already threw it free on that one, so you're paying nothing, so the only expense you got.
That's crazy.
To all the guests in the room, you need to get started now. This is so cheap, you almost don't even have to ask your spouse. I said almost. I don't want to get nobody beat up unnecessarily. So men, make sure you ask. Women, they ain't gonna ask. But men, make sure you ask. Hey guys, say welcome to all of our new CEOs. Come on, Michael. 15 minutes.
Great job, Chris. Great job. Hey, thank you. Thank you for being here today in the